Today we're playing Hogger and we're going to be using this deck I made, which is going to be able to pressure your enemy very heavily. Now it does have a couple drawbacks, however this build is really nice to push some early games of PvP and win a couple matches. Now we're going off with Hogger, and for Hogger we got the Ham Hawk trait because, you know, playing him every time and increasing his health along with his speed and attack speed is even better. We also have the Whelplings here with Flame Burst that allow him to explode on opening. We also have the Murloc twins right here, which are really nice. We got Quillbore. I sadly don't have any traits for Quillbore right now. We also have Safe Pilot with his stealth. We got the awesome Goblin Sappers with the Rocket Power Turbo Boots, which allow them to go super speed towards enemy bases. And we have the Griffin with that extra 3+ range. Now, as you could see earlier in this game, I was getting very heavily pressured by the enemy, but we were able to secure back our tower as well as collecting their tower. And this should give us the victory in this first round, I'm pretty sure, unless they come up with some, I don't know, Deus Machina, some kind of thing that could just eliminate all my enemies on the board instantly. Now, Hogger is pretty strong right now, and we got those 2 saplings. Now, one thing I've noticed is that these sappers are so perfect to pressure the enemy bases. Obviously, Gargoyle is also great as well. However, Gargoyle just doesn't fit the Hogger build as much as I want it to be, so I just leave it out because I want to cycle Hogger as much as possible, but I still want to be able to pressure some damage. Now, obviously, you could change this build and add in some spells, maybe add Cheat Death, or even, I don't know, Chain Lightning, not Lightning Chain, that sounds weird. Now, we did collect that tower right there. Are we going to be able to secure it is the real question. I don't think we're going to be able to secure it. Merc Eye instantly comes out, but we do eliminate him, which is very nice. We're going to drop the Whelp eggs right here since nobody there can really hit range except for those Murlocs. But guess what? Those Murlocs are instantly going to be destroyed right there with the egg pop from the Ghoul. And look at that. We're going to clear that. Now, we do have to get rid of that Dark Spirit Troll because we don't want him taking back the base. That poor Murloc twin that we sent out really didn't do much, but those Whelplings are doing exactly what we want while we have a contingent on the right heading towards the enemy base. Now, he did summon his Dark Spirit Troll. We do reignite the pressure while we capture back that tower, so we have it in limbo right now. So the enemy is down a tower. He's going to be spending a lot of resources to try to recapture it right now. And we also have Hogger stopping the Abomination, and he gets it out and he's running it down. Now we do have these 2 saplings. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to make it. No, he uses Blizzard, and that's where Cheat Death would come really in handy because you instantly place Cheat Death right there and they would have simply gone in and do some nice damage there to that tower. However, if you do have the talent that allows you to freeze your opponents in place with Blizzard, Cheat Death is basically useless. Now, we're still keeping that tower in limbo, which I really like. We're coming in with the beautiful Safe Pilot right there. And you know what? We could probably drop Quillbore. I see this as a strategy I see seeing people use on me, so I'm going to start to drop Quillbore literally by the base to pressure them, because Quillbore actually survives a long time at rocket towers and just does a nice chunk of damage. I think Prowler is the best, however. Oh, no. Oh, man. Hogger was not supposed to go that way. He was supposed to go straight up to the tower. I don't think we're going to be able to capture this. I'm pretty sure he's going to, and that's totally fine. If Hogger had gone straight up, he would have guaranteed and secured us that tower. That's totally okay right now. We are about even. Nobody's really done any real damage to the base. However, we should be able to eliminate them out here with the nice blow. Come on. The Safe Pilot did not get it off. Now, if the Safe Pilot had gotten it off, that was a guaranteed secure victory right there for that tower. We do have Hogger coming out. He's going to recapture his tower. And we have Abomination coming in on the right-hand side. Abomination is going to be very easy to deal with. Why? Because we have Griffin, and Griffin's going to just stay in the sky, avoiding everything he has on him. We're dropping the Quillbore on the left-hand side while Hogger's going on the right. If he doesn't place a unit, Hogger's just going to be demolishing his tower. He does place his Quillbore, which probably isn't going to be enough. He does have his Ghoul encroaching on my main tower, which is not going to be anywhere enough to do something. So we're going to place these little Whelp eggs here. That was actually bad placement. We shouldn't have placed it right there, simply for the fact that he already aggroed our tower, but that's totally fine. Cobalt comes out and we collect these mining resources. Now, one of the things about this build that I do lack is like controlling the gold resources nodes. Now, obviously, if somebody has Dark Iron Miner, it's a lot better for them. However, at the same time, I just didn't feel like it really made sense to have Dark Iron Miner for this build. And another Quillbore with the Hogger coming in there in the enemy base doing damage while we have the saplings. Does he have Blizzard? He does not, because he used it earlier. And there we go, and this should be GG. We secured the victory with constant pressure, and Hogger was getting a lot stronger as the game went on. And that's something I really like about Hogger. I really like the fact that he gets stronger. I can't wait till I get Chimera, because Chimera is going to basically have the same trait as him once I get that talent that allows the Chimera health to increase. It's going to be perfect. Now, I do add Polymorph sometimes. Ooh, the Dark Spirit Troll came out taking out one of the saplings. If he didn't, we would have captured it there. That's it for the Dark Spirit Troll. He should get eliminated right here, and he does. We're going to drop the Whelp eggs right here because Tyrian Forging and the Flame Elemental aren't really going to be able to do much. Hogger's Not going to really have to worry about anything right there. Do some pressure to the enemy tower. We're dropping the Griffin there just to add some extra range damage. Now we could go with the Goblin Sappers right here. They should be able to capture the tower. That was actually my bad. Hold up. Oof. I've been doing that a lot lately where I accidentally place my Goblin Sappers and somehow they get in, targeting range because I place a unit in the wrong position and they get instantly destroyed. It's moments like that when you mess up, it can actually throw you very far behind in the game. Hogger, however, still getting very strong and I'm very happy about it. Now, with that being said, I don't really feel too bad because we're still in the game. We don't really have to worry about too much. Going to drop our nice little safe pilot there, eliminating the Dark Spirit Troll. I also want to make note, I have a really nice build coming out with Charlag. She's going to be the perfect tower destroyer. I'm telling you right now, Charlag right now in the game has the ability when she uses her little ability to, root them, actually stops the tower on the left-hand side from doing any damage. Now, the Dark Spirit Troll is keeping that tower right there, trying to get it back in limbo, but good thing I summoned those nice whelp eggs right there, and we do. That one whelp is now the MVP, ensuring he does not recapture that tower. However, he does have the Griffin Rider coming down there. Now, we're just defending the left-hand side. What we're probably going to do here is drop our safe pilot on the left-hand side and then look to push in while we're adding pressure with the Quillbore. He does use Blizzard, but it's not going to be enough to capture that tower. He does summon the Fire Elemental, so right now he's literally no gold in his bank, which works in our favor, while the safe pilot is doing some nice damage. Now, we dropped Hogger on the left-hand side, hopefully to come and tank. The Dark Spirit Troll should be off. Right, perfect right there. And now we have both towers in our name. All we have to do is now pressure his main base. We're going to wait for Hogger to run straight in and we could drop saplings at any time. Now we do have to deal with this Fire Elemental. Oh, he does capture it, but guess what? Perfect timing there with the whelp eggs explode on the safe pilot, dropping the sappers right there. They're going to charge in and one of them gets off at least, which works out really nice. We do recapture our tower. There's nothing he can really do as he's right now in a gold deficit. Even though he has the miner out, there's really something he's struggling with, and that's totally fine. That's the power of this build that I really like. That's why sappers are right now one of my favorite things. I really want the bubble for the Murlocs. The bubble talent for the Murlocs is something I'm looking forward to. I forgot he was Tyrion Fortune because I really didn't see that character much this game. And oh man, I was hoping those little tiny sticks would have been able to win us the game. He does give a nice GG emote. That's really nice. Thank you so much, Lord Pixis. Wait, Lord Pixis. He's playing his name from Attack on Titan. Are you an Attack on Titan fan? I know I am. I mean, it's not the best anime, but it's pretty okay. Now, we're going up against the Cowman himself, the Tauren King. Now, let's see, what can we do here? We're going to place Hogger on the left-hand side to pressure out. Ooh, no, we're not going to drop Griffin there. It just doesn't really make sense. Oh, he does place his commanding leader, so Griffin actually does make a lot of sense. Now, whelp eggs might be a good option, but we're going to place some pressure first. Then we're going to drop some whelp eggs. And as you can see, wait, hold up. The Spirit Troll is way too far to actually get anything done. So those whelp eggs were just a waste, and he's actually doing more damage to my base than necessary. Hogger comes out, going to get rid of that Dark Spirit Troll, and he has Execute. Okay, so he did a good chunk to me. So I would say about 25% damage. Hogger's going right into the base right now. Perfect. And now the target's on his little circle, which means that Murloc in the background is going to do some nice little stick damage, but sadly gets finally eliminated. We're going to drop the whelp eggs right here, which are going to explode with the nice Quillbore. Wait, hold up. I was hoping the Dark Spirit Troll would have attacked them, but it's okay. We do have the right-hand side coming down with some nice sappers right there. I'm probably going to summon... No, you know what? Safe Pilot's probably going to be able to capture it. I think it's enough damage, and it is. Now he has to worry. He's a little less than half health, so that works out in my favor right now. He's going to easily be able to recapture. Hogger's on the left-hand side while we got that Cobalt making his way. We do actually get back up that tower. The Safe Pilot held it off long enough for us to get it. He does use Execute, but I don't think it's going to... Well, actually, it might be enough right there. No, it wasn't. Hogger was able to eliminate him before we really had to worry about anything. Those two saplings come out. Hogger swinging his ham hock, and now this should be game right here. I think Hogger may be able to take it or explode. Doesn't matter. He's at less than 10% health. There's nothing he can really do against a full-blooded Hogger right here. Coming in so hot. And we have the Safe Pilot on the right-hand side. If she gets a blast or two off, this could be it. She's coming with blast number 1 and blast number 2 charging up. And there we go. Victory is ours. That felt really satisfying to watch that take place. Now we're going up against Baron Rivendare. Now, I personally do believe Baron Rivendare is the best deck in the game right now. It's probably not 100% accurate because the Unbound deck is just toxic. But I just think Baron Rivendell is super fun and maybe the best deck. Now, we do have Hogger coming out. Hogger's not really going to do anything there, so we have to come in with the safe pilot. We're clearing out the path on the left-hand side while we drop those sappers. He does recapture the right-hand side. We need to keep that in limbo. We do not want him to recapture it, because if he captures my tower, that's going to be really bad. Now, his tower is in limbo, so both towers are being fought over. Which one's going to come out on whose side? We're about to find out in this game, and it's going to be pretty intense. He also has the Gargoyle coming down. I'm pretty sure we should be able to recapture our tower. He's also going to be able to recapture his, no worries. We just weren't able to spend the resources on the left-hand side, but we do now because we need to make sure we eliminate that Gargoyle. That Gargoyle does not need to meet our standards and hit our main base. He does use Blizzard. We can drop Griffin Rider at the perfect time to do some nice damage. We're going to drop Murlocs here just to add some extra flavor because we don't want the Gargoyle to do too much damage to our main base. We have a lot of mining nodes going on right now. If I can possibly get the Kobold out right here, he may be able to get us to the center. If the Kobold gets to the center, that is a guaranteed opportunity for us right here. We do have the safe palette. We're going to have to use it. Hopefully, no, that's it there. We at least get 1 gold out of that. So we make back the gold for our Kobold, and the safe palette eliminates that whole contingent, which works out in our favor. He did have Prowler, which is nice. Prowler with Baron Rivendell is such a fantastic combination, man. I have that right now, and it works out really well. We do pull aggro with the Quillbore on the left-hand side, while the Griffin should be able to do some nice damage to the enemy base. Now, obviously, it's trickle damage. It's not going to end the game, but we do have our Kobold as well, collecting mining resources on the node closest to us. And look at that. He's almost at half health, and I actually really like that. We use safe palette there because we did not want our enemy to get any of those resources in the middle ground. And again, that's where Dark Iron Miner with the mining trait comes in so handy right now. Now, obviously, you have Harpies as well. If Harpies have the mining trait, it is really nice. I've been using that very often with Ren Blackhand builds, and it's been perfect. Getting those mines so easily, those goals just come into my resources, and I'm just playing so much sky units that the enemy can't even contend with it right now. Now, with that being said, we're focusing back on right here. We're basically clearing each other. Why did he use his Blizzard there? That's actually a little weird. That was, in my opinion, a waste of a Blizzard. Yeah, he probably wanted to clear, but that contingent really wasn't going to do much. So we're dropping Hogger on the right-hand side. No, the Prowler is going to get my Kobold. I just realized both of them are stealth. There's nothing they could have done right there. We're just going to pull aggro, and he's going to get rid of Hogger, but Hogger does get rid of the Quillbore, and he's running to the base and explodes right there. But the safe pilot with the nice laser blast, we do have the whelps coming in. Oh, can't, come on. Yeah, perfect. The sappers survive, coming in 2 double sapping damage to the main base. I wasn't 100% sure when I placed them down if they were going to avoid the explosion from the safe pilot blowing up them, but it did work in our favor. And I keep using the safe pilot literally just to get rid of the enemy Kobold because I do not want him to get those resource nodes in the middle. Our Kobold is doing a fantastic job. Hopefully he can get a mining node out here. 1, can he get us? No, he doesn't. He at least gets 1, and that's still pretty good. It's better than nothing. The Griffin Rider going to get rid of that Prowler, no worries. He didn't get any damage off on our base, which is even better. Now we do have Hogger, and Hogger is becoming more powerful as we cycle through right here. So he's running super fast. I think in 2 or 3 more Hogger plays, he's going to be so powerful. There's barely anything our enemy's going to be able to do. He does place the well pegs. That's totally fine. Our Hogger is going to get eliminated. But as I said, 2 or 3 more plays should be enough for that Hogger to become near unstoppable. In my personal opinion, we're going to drop the safe pilot right here. Again, eliminating the enemy Kobold. He does have the Prowler, but the Prowler finally comes out of stealth, which works out as Hogger comes out on the left-hand side with Griffins, and we're dropping those sappers. We do have aggro coming off. We do have the safe pilot going to be played right here. Perfect. Keeping aggro on that side, and this should be GG. That's how we outsmarted, and it works out in our favor. That felt super satisfying, simply for the fact that we ensured that all his units were right there. Now, I will say, Necromancers with those 2 Frost Mages don't really do the game justice right now, as they really can't contend with Rocket Towers. They did really well, I would say, with, the Flame Tower. It did really nice pushing down on different map in Alteric Valley, but not this map at all. They just seem super weak and unable to pressure anything and easily to eliminate. Now we do have those sappers coming in right there. We're keeping safe pilot. We should probably use it. Oh no, he has those rogues. I don't know why I missed that. The rogues stop the sappers. It's totally fine, but he does have the Tauren, and I think what he's going to do here, he's going to keep playing the Tauren and the Dark Spirit Troll on the right-hand side, and he's going to try his best to not really play much on the left-hand side because that's a very heavy pressure he can apply with that. He does have the egg and the whelp egg, that he's able to play all over the map, which can counter Hogger, no worries. But look at that. We're going to try our best to pressure right here and keep our tower alive. So this is going to be a tower rush base. Are we going to be able to come on top? I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to be a lot of pressure from the enemies. We're summoning the Griffin Rider right here, and we somehow keep our tower. Very nice, eliminating the Tauren. So he does play the Tauren again on the right-hand side. I think he's just going to stick to the same plan. So we need to figure out how to counter this. Hopefully the whelp eggs are in range. No, they weren't. I should have played them just a little far back so they would have immediately gotten rid of the troll, but that's totally fine. We got the safe pallet, which did the job for us. We're going to drop Quillbore on the left-hand side, which is going to be nice. He's going to go to the enemy base. I was hoping the safe pallet actually destroyed the Tauren, mainly so, the safe pallet would have been able to go and blast. But look at that. We finally get his tower, and now we have the Quillbore up there doing a very good job distracting. If he distracts long enough, we're going to be able to capture that tower, and the Griffin is doing a fantastic job keeping the other tower, which is ours, in limbo. So we're going to have to drop the safe pallet here to ensure we don't got to worry about too much right there. And there goes the pop. Oh, we didn't get the aggro in time with the Quillbore, but that's totally fine. The pressure is on, and now both towers are ours, and we should be able to have nothing to worry about as we're able to collect all the resources on the map. I think he's trying to figure out what to do right now. I think his main issue was that he kept using Tauren and the Dark Patrol on one single avenue. He could have just switched it up to pressure another side, or found a way to, so I wouldn't be, contemplating his strategy and countering it. And right here, this is going to be GG. There's nothing I think he can do here. So the question goes to you now. Do you play Hogger? What deck do you use? And if you do try this, let me know in the comment section below.